Um, so today is Monday, December 16th. Christmas is next week on Wednesday. So I hope that you guys are getting ready for Christmas. I did not decorate this year as much as I usually do. I just wasn't feeling it this year. I do have some. I had adopted grandparents growing up. Hello, one person who's watching. Um, I had two adopted grandparents growing up that lived right next door to me before we moved to the farm. And oh, hey, Cyclone. And she had given my adopted grandmother gave me a lot of Christmas decorations a few years ago before she passed away. And Ozzy, sorry, my cat got into the laundry basket. Now she's playing with one of those steel wool scrubbies. Um, and she had these balls, Christmas tree balls that one said her name and one said my adopted grandfather's name, and they looked like a patchwork quilt had been wrapped around them. And I put those up this year in memory of her. I have my baby's first Christmas ball. Yeah. I have my baby's first Christmas tree ball ornament up. My mom was really infatuated with snowmen. So I have one of her snowmen, and when she came home from the rehab center the first time, back in 2017, everyone that took care of her when she came home and stuff and had visited her in the rehab center, she gave them a snowman, a wooden block snowman, and I put mine up this year too. That's like all I did. I didn't put anything. I did put I had these little metal snowmen. That's funny. Um, I have these little miniature metal snowmans, and one has a snowflake on it saying "God bless my cat," and the other one says "I love you." I had to put those up. Those are also from my adopted grandmother. But other than that, I didn't put any other decorations up this year. I just wasn't feeling it this year. I usually do a lot more decorating, but you know what? This year, the only other thing I'm going to be getting out this year, and I haven't gotten it out yet, and I need to get it out because Hanukkah actually starts on Christmas Day this year, and me and my husband celebrate Hanukkah. No, I'm not Jewish. So I do need to get out my electric menorah. Yeah. Grandparents are like that, Cyclone. I have a grandparent like that too. I'll tell the story in just a minute. Um, so I have a electric menorah, and I also have a menorah I made out of jars left over from my wedding, and I'll have to show you those. We put electric tea candles in them, and we light that as I found two Hanukkah readings, and so we made another menorah out of those wedding jars, and I have to clean up. I have to make space for them because where they usually go, there's like no space there anymore. So I'm gonna put them on my dining room table, and I have to make room for them on the dining room table. So Cyclone, I have a grandfather like that. My grandfather is about 91, 92, and he is what we refer to in the Pennsylvania Dutch culture a stubborn old Dutchman. That is what we refer to him as. That is a saying that we put with old people who are stubborn and can speak Pennsylvania Dutch fluently, which my grandfather can. My grandfather, no one can tell him anything, even if he is totally 100% wrong. He will basically say that he is not wrong until he finds out that he is wrong. So I know what you're doing. I know where you're coming from. I have a grandfather who's the same way, to the point that I don't even tell him when he's wrong anymore because I know he won't listen to me, mainly because I am a girl. So I just let my dad tell him that he's wrong, which is his oldest son. So I let his children now tell him that he's wrong so that, maybe he'll listen to his kids if you won't listen to the granddaughters of the family. He doesn't listen to the grandsons either, so he has more granddaughters than grandsons. My grandfather actually lost his leg in a farming accident years before I was born, so yeah, my my grandfather. Yeah, he had a close call then. They weren't sure if he was going to pull through it. But he did, and he doesn't decorate. My grandmother does the decorating. But no, my grandfather is a wonderful old dude. Can't hear for anything. Has a cochlear implant. Still can't hear well. But he has two grandsons and one great grandson. He has a lot more granddaughters and great granddaughters than grandsons. So he listens to his sons, not he listens to his daughter too, but he doesn't listen to the grandsons or the granddaughters or the great grandson can't really say, can talk, but he's like not at the age where he can like knows much about anything. I think he is only still in elementary school, which him and his sister are homeschooled, so I'm not really sure what grade they're in. Yeah, my dad's parents never Christmas shopped, they just gave us money, which we preferred as we got older. I actually just got my Christmas check today from them. So I like getting my Christmas check from her. It's always a good feeling. So yeah, Christmas is next week. Hanukkah is next week. Hanukkah is a lot of fun for me. Um, I feel like it brings me closer to God every year. So my husband has kind of been texting me nonstop all day. We've kind of been having a little bit of a debate, funny debate. For those of you who don't know me very well, me and my husband are trying to start a family right now. And so I'm not pregnant yet, but we're hopeful. And we were talking this weekend about kids, and because I do believe that I will be having a girl first when I do get pregnant, he thinks it's going to be a boy first because he is the middle child of four boys. Technically five if you count his brother who was born a stillborn. And so he was just always like this. And all the first grade, I look like my dad, guys. So I take after my dad. My dad has a little bit darker skin tone than I do. So my skin tone is after my mother. But my dark hair, my dark eyes, my height is kind of in between my mom and dad. My dad is taller than me. My mom was shorter than me. So I'm kind of in between those two. My brother is a little bit taller than me. My dad is still taller than my brother. My brother is like an inch or two taller than me, not that much taller than me, like only like an inch or two. And my father, so My dad, so I look like my dad, and my dad's side of the family, every first grandchild has been a girl. Alicia, Samantha, and me. Every first great grandchild has been a girl. Alexis, Cambria, Lily. Cyclone, that is so sweet. Thank you. That means a lot to me, Cyclone, that I'm the mother you wish you had. That's wow. Um, but anyways, so I think we're having a girl first. He thinks we're having a boy first. He just told me today, because I said, I'm gonna be pushing a baby out, and he's like, just put some mac and cheese. My husband loves macaroni and cheese. I love macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese does not love me. I cannot eat a lot of macaroni and cheese or I will get sick. The only, like, if you've ever seen the Kid Cuisine frozen meals, the little compartment of macaroni and cheese that's like that big, that's all I can eat at one sitting or I will get sick. My husband loves macaroni and cheese, just absolutely loves it. And I should make it for him more often. um, so I can't eat it. Oh, hello, second person who's watching. Welcome to the channel. My husband loves it, and he's like, "Oh, just put some macaroni and cheese near you, then you won't have to push the baby out." And I was like, that ain't gonna work." And then he said, "That's not my child." So yeah. Cyclone, I'm not too versed on first letter, so YK, does that mean you're kind or you're kidding? I'm not well versed on those things. I'm I'm in my 30s, so not big up on the lingo. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. It doesn't even say you're on Cyclone. Like, I'm looking at the people and it says that there's no one watching me right now. So it's kind of interesting that you're still commenting. So yeah, that's what's happening in my life. So I do have a last week's question was, what traditions do you do around the holiday, back in your childhood, or what you do now? And I told some stories about my traditions. The question this week is, look around your house or your grandparents' house, whichever house you want, and pick one decoration that is your favorite decoration, that no matter what, if the house was on fire, that you would grab this decoration over all the other decorations. And I'll let you pick 3 decorations that you could take with you. Your house is on fire, and you can only take 3 decorations with you before you get out. I'm not going to show you mine till later on this week. Oh my gosh, Cyclone. I can't believe a mother would say that to her child. Oh my God, Cyclone, I can't believe that a mother would say that to her child. I am so sorry. Oh my gosh, Cyclone. I can't even fathom a mother saying that to her child. Oh my gosh. My heart just breaks for you, buddy. Oh my gosh. So, pick 3 decorations in your house or your grandparents' house, whatever, that you would want to save before the house burned down. I'm actually going to have 5. I'm allowing you guys, you know what? I'm going to change that. I'm allowing you guys 5 because I have 5 that I could not leave my house without. So these are my 5 decorations that I would have to take with me. So my house is burning down. These are my good. So your house is burning down, and you can take 5 Christmas decorations with you. These are my 5 Christmas decorations that I would take with me. Number 1, this is one of the balls I was talking about. This is my Grandpa Henry's. This is my Grandma Shirley's. She's the one that passed away 2 days after my dad's wedding this year. This is my baby's first Christmas ball, A New Baby Girl to Love, 1989. Has Santa Claus coming into the nursery. This was one of my mom's snowmen when I moved out. I said to my mom, I said, I want one of your snowmen. This is the one she gave me, which is nice because this was one of my favorites. And then this is the one my mom gave me for helping take care of her. So those are my 5 Christmas decorations I would take with me if I had to leave my house because it was burning down or something. So what are your 5? You don't have to take pictures of them and put pictures in. Just tell me what they are. What are you? So the question this week is, what are your 5 Christmas decorations that you would take with you if your house was on fire? All right, guys. Well, as I always say, and especially to Cyclone today, after he's told us something very personal, and I'm glad he opened up to us. Anything that is said in this group, in the comments, please don't tell it to anyone else outside the group. I want this to be a safe place where everyone can share their thoughts, their feelings, and not have to be scared of ridicule or people telling it to everyone out there. So Cyclone, thank you so much for sharing today. Thank you everyone who comes onto my channel. If this is your first time watching, welcome to Kiki Time. And as I close out every broadcast, before I do, Cyclone, you can, and everyone, not just Cyclone, anyone, you can look me up on Facebook. I am listed under Kerry Funk, KeriFunk, or you can look me up on so we can talk on Facebook. You can message me on there, or you can message me on Instagram, which is FairyGirl54. All right, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Again, I will be on at some point later this week. And the question, 5 Christmas decorations you would take with you if your house was burning down this Christmas. All right, I love you. God loves you. And remember, God made you and everyone special.